Hi, my name is Chef Sean. In this topic of shellfish, we'll be doing a lobster thermidor recipe. A quick rundown of the ingredients for this recipe of lobster thermidor. First, we have the reduction, which we'll be doing with the fish stock and the white wine, as well as some finely chopped garlic, shallot, and some button mushrooms here. Once the reduction is done, we'll mix it in with the bechamel sauce, as well as the parmesan cheese and the cheddar cheese to make a mornay sauce. And we'll toss it in with the lobster, which have been cubed. Finally, we have some clarified butter, some paprika and lemon juice, as well as some freshly chopped chives. So for the first step of the recipe, first we need your whole cream milk. Put it into a separate pan and turn the heat up to a medium heat, and add in your onions. Make sure it's fully submerged with some clove, and we'll let the milk simmer with these ingredients for about 20 to 30 minutes. So in a separate pan, we're going to make a roux. So a white roux, put in your butter, turn up the heat to a medium-low heat. So once your butter has fully melted, add in your flour. You're going to cook this down so that the flour is not raw any longer. So what you're looking for is a nice toasted aroma, kind of a smell like cookies. So once you get that aroma, we're going to stop the cooking process. Just stir it constantly with your spatula like that. So once your roux is done and your milk has simmered for 30 minutes, we're going to strain it into your roux. Once you have added the milk, just get a whisk and whisk the bottom under a medium-low heat until all the roux is incorporated and the milk should thicken, and this will be your bechamel sauce. Once it has come to a medium-high heat or a simmering temperature, it will thicken up nicely. So once that's done, I will just strain it once more because I want a more fine finish to this sauce. I'm going to strain it through the strainer again. Run your whisk through the strainer just to get off all the excess bechamel sauce. So do not put it on a high heat anymore. I'm just going to season it now with some salt and your nutmeg. So get your microplane or grater, and that should do it. So do not season with black pepper. If you would like, you can season it with white pepper. And your bechamel is done. The consistency of the sauce should be nice, velvety texture, nice sauce consistency, and it's ready. So for the first step, we'll be making the reduction for this sauce. So first, we get the fish stock into the pot here. And equal parts of white wine, and bring it to a boil. As this is reducing, we will be sweating some shallots here. So get your shallots and with some cooking oil on a medium-low heat, gently sweat it, and we do not want any color here. So just a very gentle sweating process. Once it's translucent and fragrant, we will add in the garlic, as well as your button mushrooms. So once you add in the mushrooms, season it a little bit with some salt and some black pepper. So this will extract the moisture from the mushrooms. It will make your cooking much faster. So once your mushrooms have been cooked down nicely, as you can see here, there's not any color or browning process here. You do not want that. Okay. So as for the stock reduction with the white wine, you can see here that it has reduced substantially. So this ensures you that the flavor is very strong, aromatic as well. So we're gonna add this into the mushroom. Once you have added the stock reduction into your mushrooms, just give it a good mix and make sure to scrape the bottom so that everything comes together nicely, and let it reduce further as the stock is going to absorb the flavor from the onions and the garlic and the mushroom as well. So this step is going to take around 4 to 5 minutes. So once it has reduced, as you can see here, we're going to add in our bechamel sauce. This is cold, so it will be a bit thickened. So don't worry, as you add it into the hot reduced broth here, it will thicken up again and will liquefy. So now that your bechamel is in, you will redistribute into the stock and you have your sauce again. So once you have your bechamel fully mixed well, you're gonna add in some paprika here. As well as some lemon juice, the Parmesan cheese. So we'll be reserving about a quarter of the portion of this cheese for the top of your Thermidor. So once you have all your ingredients in, just give it a good mix, and then a quick taste test after that, and you should be ready. Once your sauce has reduced to a thickness like this, we're gonna remove it from the heat and we're gonna transfer it to a bowl here. Now, you're gonna add in your lobster, all of it at once. As well as your chopped chives. You're gonna give it a good mix, and then we're gonna put it into one of the lobster tail shells, and we're gonna bake it in the oven. So for this lobster thermidor, we'll be using the shell like this. So we have cut open the top, and now with your lobster mixture here, just use your other hand and open it up with your fingers. Scoop it in one by one. So it's important that your sauce is thick enough or it will drip all over your lobster later on. So add it in slowly. So what we want to do is make sure that the top looks full like this. so it looks extra luxurious, as this is lobster after all. You want to make it as full as possible. Once you have done with all your lobster mixture, as you can see, you should make it look a little bit high to give it some height. Okay, so with the final layer being the cheese, just put it on the top. Try not to let it touch the shell, as it will burn. So just put it on the top very nicely like that. As well as some cheddar. So now you have assembled your Thermidor fully. As you can see here, it looks really grand. So now we have preheated an oven at 180 degrees Celsius. If you have a salamander in your kitchen or in your home, you can gratinate this lobster as well. But if you're using an oven with a fan setting, preheated 180 degrees Celsius, we're going to bake this for around 6 to 7 minutes or until it is golden brown on the top. So it's been about 7 to 8 minutes and it's time to remove from the oven. So the result you're looking for is a nice golden brown on the top, and it's very fragrant, and it's done. So we're gonna move on to the plating. So I got a nice plate here, a big plate. So just get a spatula ready. So be careful, it's hot. So just grab it from the bottom. Slide your spatula under and just carry it over like that. So if there's any loose ends, just get your spoon and spoon it back under, just like that. Then we also have the head here, which we will cover the top. So finally, we have some clarified butter here, which we will finish on the top, just to add to the richness here and to the flavor as well. So here you have it, the last end product of the lobster Thermidor. As you can see here, it's nice with the clarified butter as a finishing touch. So I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Thank you very much and see you in the next one.